And we're back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. And today we're going to talk about the best characters in the game. Joined here with Drummerboy26. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're both going to go down our list of our favorite characters from each class. We've gone through this list already, and actually we have very similar opinions on most of the characters. What is your favorite mutant character?
My favorite mutant character, without any question, is Colossus.
Yeah, I like the Colossus a lot. He's my favorite too.
The big thing with him, I find, he's got some really nice specials, especially his third special with that armor enhancement where something like 1% damage to armor, 1% of the damage to armor goes to the third special, something like 1% or something. Anyways, the point is he's got great health points. He's got solid attack points, hit points, and he just has a lot of stealth to him. He also, one of the big things with Colossus now, of course, is that he's immune to bleed. So basically someone like Black Panther or Gamora have virtually they're very weak against him now because their big bleed attacks don't work.
Yeah, Colossus is my favorite as well. The only thing I don't like about Colossus now, and we've talked about this, is that after the patch, his uppercut's not as good. You have to be like right above him for it to connect. Have you seen that?
Yeah, his uppercut, definitely I'm not a fan of it. I really like other characters' uppercuts. Perhaps we can talk about that at some other point. Would be probably pretty cool, but his is really just kind of leaps back a little bit and kind of goes straight out. And also, the thing is with Colossus, like if you're going to do an uppercut, a lot of the times I'll just wait if I do get my opponent to the very end of the corner of the screen, basically where he has nowhere else to go. I mean, you'll hit him mostly pretty much 100% of the time, the opponent, only because, he's right at the corner, so you can usually get him.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty much the only way that you can connect with the uppercut now is if they're backed up all the way against the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Since we're talking about uppercuts, and I know you're not a big fan of many of the skills, but what's your favorite skill character?
Honestly, I'm not a fan, but it's certainly not Punisher. It would be Winter Soldier. I do like his uppercut, actually, and, he's a pretty good character. I do like the third special with the guns.
I would say over Winter Soldier and Punisher, I like the Winter Soldier better, just because of the uppercut, the heavy attack is... It's actually a kick rather than an uppercut, and it just connects a lot easier. I think the third special is identical, and pretty much everything's identical except the bleed damage is a little higher on Winter Soldier. That being said, I still like Hawkeye the best. I just love Power Drain because being in the arena, being able to lock down the opponent's third special, because when in the arena they'll use their third special and you can't block it, and that kind of sucks when you're overmatched by hundreds of points.
Oh, for sure. Hawkeye is actually an interesting character. There are some really talented, skilled players that can use that guy and be beating opponents that are like over 1,000 PI stronger than them with Hawkeye simply with Power Drain. He has some immense abilities, and one of those characters that you can... I mean, if you were using a character like Hulk, probably, or Abomination, or, I don't know, maybe even, let's just say, like Winter Soldier, if you're trying to beat an opponent that's 1,000 PI higher than you, it's going to be very difficult. But with someone like Hawkeye, and I've even heard of Gamora as well, like you can, with certain abilities, you can definitely face opponents so much stronger. So full advantages with Hawkeye for sure.
Yeah, in the arena, any of the characters with the Power Drain are really good. Now, what is your favorite cosmic character?
There's no question for me, it would have to be Thor. Thor is a phenomenal character. Right now I have him fully maxed out, 3-star, and he has an incredible stun. He also seems to react very nicely. Like, if you're more of a blocking type of player like me, you can block easily. His block reacts very quickly, and you can do some really nice dodges with him. He's just very fast. And as well, I love his attacks. I can have a nice sort of combo goal there, get a nice kick in there to the opponent. And what I like to do a lot of the times with Thor is use my third special, for instance. Second special as well will stun the opponent. But the third special, getting the guy into the air, falls down. He's usually 90% of the time the guy is stunned. I can get some really nice uppercuts. Thor probably has one of the most unique, nicest uppercuts, in my opinion, in the game. With that spinning hammer, you can let it spin, and you will get a lot of damage on the opponent, and then you can go back, do the same thing again. A lot of times, after the third special, I end up knocking out the opponent just because of the stun and the really nice uppercut. So he is awesome. He's a phenomenal character, in my opinion.
Yeah, as far as I go, I haven't played Thor at all, actually, but my favorite cosmic, hands down, is Gamora. mostly because I like her first special. It does the same amount of bleed damage as the first, second, or third. It just feels very satisfying, very easy to connect. It almost always hits. Very easy to use. What is your favorite science character?
Science character, I would have to say, is Hulk, because I do have a 4-star Hulk. I haven't really seen him go into rage mode too much. I love his second special, actually. His second special, what do you call it? I don't even remember now. I would just call it the slap punch for the sake of it, but it does a lot of damage. We're talking well over 1,000 hit point damage, at least with the 4-star. And yeah, I don't know, he's just a really cool character. There's been movies done on him and stuff, and he's just a cool character. I like him.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on the science. I mean, I'm kind of a toss-up between Hulk, Abomination, and Rhino. They all kind of seem the same to me.
Yeah, they are pretty similar. Rhino's another good character, too. He's got a really nice... I like his second special, particularly. Third special is also good. And I find with Rhino that he has a ton of health points, I should say, sorry. So he can take a lot of punishment. I can usually beat opponents quite a bit stronger than myself with him, just simply because he can take so much punishment.
And what is your favorite Mystic character? And I thought this was funny that we both thought the same thing, but what's your favorite Mystic character?
Mystic character, by far, for me, is Juggernaut. Juggernaut has always been my most favorite Marvel character. He's got that unstoppable feature now. But his third and second special really do quite a bit of damage, particularly his third special. It just really hurts. He's got a ton of health points. He's big. He's bold. He's just awesome. I love him.
Yeah, I'd say Juggernaut's my favorite too. Now, I've been playing in Mystic Iron Fist, which I like also, but when I've been playing my 2-star Juggernaut, it's just a lot easier to use. And I recently did pick up a 3-star Juggernaut, and I'm working on leveling it. And the reason why is I'm hoping to get a duplicate because that unstoppable feature is insane. Because I have a Colossus, the Juggernaut pairs really well with the Colossus. They have synergy bonuses with each other, which is nice. So you get one for each character. Now, what is your favorite tech character?
For me, my favorite tech character is Iron Man. Iron Man is one of my strongest characters, fully maxed out, rank 3. He's a character that I use to beat Kang one-on-one. I actually just did it 2 days ago. Kang, I still had almost half of my health still remaining. But with Iron Man, he does very well against Kang because he has Unibeam, and he also has a very nice third special. All his specials are very nice because it's long range, so basically, with the laser, power of his crystal, just does a lot of damage to characters like Kang. And he also has, I believe, yes, he does have armor break. He does have armor. Sometimes his armor becomes enabled as well. If I'm getting hit too many times, armor comes into play and helps reduce the amount of damage done to me. So yeah, he's just a solid character. People do have made comments about his, he used to have that really nice sort of lunge attack. I'm not saying it right.
His dash attack was nerfed in the patch. His and Hawkeye's dash attack is not, his medium attack is not as good as it used to be. Is that right?
That's what everybody's saying. I'll be honest with you. That's just my opinion. But I actually do like his attacks. The only thing I don't like too much about Iron Man, the big thing for me is his uppercut. I'm not a fan of his uppercut also. For me, with characters like him and Colossus, I'm not a big fan of any type of uppercut that involves like going up. With like a punch uppercut. I really like the backflip uppercuts. That's what I'm a fan of. So it doesn't bother me too much, but that would be my big thing. But I don't find his dash to be too bad. It's interesting. I still would prefer his old dash though, but it just felt like it was smoother to me. Like, it's like bam, and then the guy goes back, and then you can kind of go into your combo again.
I found the same thing with Hawkeye. It's not that it's a lot worse. It's just not as good as it was. Yeah, for me, my favorite science character would have to be Star-Lord. Everything about Star-Lord I like. Bleed, easy to use. His medium attack is good. His heavy attack, which is like an uppercut and then a kick, it has good range. I was trying to make a debate if I got an Alpha Catalyst, which I'd upgrade first, the Colossus or the Star-Lord, and today I would upgrade the Star-Lord over the Colossus.
He's an interesting character because he has a really nice... I just find you can get a really nice rhythm with his punches, and he has a really nice kick afterwards that you can get in there, like a dash kick. His third special is pretty funny, and at the same time very strong. He's definitely an easy character to use, and I do like him a lot too.
That about wraps it up. I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own favorites. From what I've seen with your opinion and my opinion is that it's very similar to most people in most polls, that generally everybody likes Colossus, generally everybody likes Juggernaut, generally everybody likes Hulk and Thor and Hawkeye and Iron Man. So those are some of the best characters in the game. Thanks for listening to the show. Be sure to check back on my channel. We're having new videos all the time.